Have you ever felt a little lost, like you are just going through the motions of life? You wake up, you work, you eat, you sleep. Sometimes, in the middle of all this doing, we forget about our being. We forget about the part of us that is more than just our body and our mind. This, my dear friends, is where spiritual health comes in. It is not about religion or complicated rituals. It is simply about connecting with your inner self. It is about understanding who you are at the deepest level. It is the feeling of peace you get when you watch a beautiful sunset. It is the joy you feel when you help someone without expecting anything in return. Spiritual health is like the roots of a giant, beautiful tree. You may not always see the roots. They are hidden deep underground. They provide the nourishment and stability for the tree to grow tall and strong. In the same way, our spiritual health is our root. It is the foundation upon which we build our life. It gives us a sense of purpose and a direction, a feeling of connection to something bigger. When our spirit is healthy and happy, everything else begins to fall into place. Why should we even care about this spiritual health? We have so much to do already. Jobs, families, responsibilities. A healthy spirit acts as your inner compass. Life will always have its challenges, confusing times, and difficult choices. Your inner compass will show you the way. It will help you navigate through the darkness. We develop a peace that remains even when problems persist. It is like being in the eye of a hurricane, calm at the center. Think about a ship sailing on the ocean. Your spirit is the captain. Your values are the rudder. With them you steer through storms and keep to your destination. It gives you resilience. It gives you courage and inner joy. Lord Krishna says, the soul can be its own best friend or its own worst enemy. When we nurture our spirit, we become our own best friend. A healthy spirit lets you find lasting contentment beyond money or likes. Our mind and our spirit are deeply connected. You cannot separate them. Imagine your mind is a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. If you plant seeds of anger, or jealousy, or fear, what will grow? A garden full of thorny bushes and weeds. A mind full of negativity. Our mind becomes chaotic. We get stuck in cycles of worry and overthinking. Our thoughts control us instead of the other way around. A healthy spirit helps you become a master gardener of your mind. It gives you the wisdom to choose which seeds to plant. When spiritually connected, you naturally plant kindness, compassion, and love. Buddha said, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. If you plant peaceful thoughts, your life becomes peaceful. Your practice gives you the awareness to notice and gently replace negative thoughts. Focus on gratitude. Think of 3 things you are grateful for every morning. This simple practice can change the entire landscape of your mind. Just as the mind and spirit are connected, so are the body and the spirit. Many traditions call the body a temple for the soul. A temple is a place you keep clean, pure, and beautiful. If your body is the temple, shouldn't we treat it with reverence? Neglecting your body is like letting a temple fall into ruin. How can the spirit feel at home in a place not taken care of? When you feel spiritually low, it often shows up as fatigue, aches, imbalance. Your spirit's unhappiness can manifest physically. When spiritually uplifted, your body feels light and vibrant. There is a glow that no cosmetic can give, the light of spirit within. Krishna emphasizes balance, moderation in eating, recreation, work, and sleep. Moderation, nourishment, restful sleep, and gentle movement support spiritual health. When you eat with reverence, you honor your temple. A walk in nature calms the mind and nourishes the spirit. Every act of self-care is an act of devotion to the spirit within you. So, what happens when we ignore our spiritual health? It's like ignoring a small crack in a building's foundation. At first small, over time it can grow and make the whole structure unstable. A weak spirit creates a domino effect. It topples mental well-being, and it can damage physical health. You may feel emptiness or ask, is this all there is to life? This emptiness often leads to mental distress, anxiety, restlessness. We may become irritable, cynical, or pessimistic. Mental turmoil affects the body. Chronic stress, headaches, digestive problems. It can raise blood pressure and weaken immunity. You become drained, fatigued, with disturbed sleep. We may try to fill the void with money, status, or possessions. But such happiness is temporary and leaves us hollow. You can be successful on the outside and hollow inside. This is the domino effect of an unwell spirit. It begins with feeling lost and can cascade into serious issues. Recognizing the connection is the first step toward healing. Nourishing your spirit doesn't have to be complicated. You can start right here, right now. One powerful practice is a few minutes of silence every day, 5 or 10 minutes. Find a quiet corner, close your eyes, and just be. Breathe. Another way to nourish your spirit is to connect with nature. Go for a walk, sit under a tree, watch the clouds, listen to the birds. At the end of each day, think of 3 things you're grateful for: a warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, the comfort of your bed. Engage in acts of selfless service. Help a neighbor, volunteer. Helping without expectation takes us beyond the ego. Lord Krishna teaches karma yoga, selfless action as a path to liberation. By serving others, we serve the divine spark in them and nourish our own spirit. Start small. 5 minutes of silence, a walk in nature, or a simple gratitude practice. These small practices, repeated daily, create lasting change in the landscape of your life. One of the greatest gifts of a healthy spiritual life is discovering your purpose. We are all here for a reason. Each of us has unique talents to share. What do you love to do? What are you good at? What does the world need? Where these overlap, often your purpose lies. When you use your gifts to serve others, work becomes play. It gives flow, alignment, and resilience. Buddha said, "Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it." Your purpose is unique. Don't compare your journey to others. Write what you love and what you want to serve. Use it to set priorities. Say no to distractions so you can say yes to your path. Living purposefully changes everything, bringing fulfillment that outlasts success. Purpose gives resilience when facing storms. It fills your life with meaning and calm. At the end of your life, what will matter is whether you lived a life of purpose. Many think spirituality is separate from daily life, for Sundays or retreats. But true spirituality is engaging with the world consciously and lovingly. Spirituality is in small moments. How you speak to the cashier, the patience in traffic. It is the love you put into cooking a meal for your family. Turn ordinary activity into practice by doing it with full awareness. Feel the warm water. Hear the sound of the plates. Be present. You can view your job as service, a way to help others. Whatever your role, find how it contributes to others. That makes it spiritual. Every interaction is an opportunity for kindness, compassion, and understanding. Can you listen with an open heart when someone disagrees? As Krishna says, "He who is friendly and compassionate is dear to me." By practicing these qualities daily, we make our relationships sacred. Spirituality is not a part of life. It is a way of living. Bring presence to each moment. That is where peace is found. The journey to spiritual health is not a destination. It is a lifelong adventure. It is continuous learning, growing and unfolding. There will be days of connection and days of disconnection. That's okay. Be kind to yourself and keep taking the next step. You are not just your job or bank account. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. You have a well of infinite peace, love, and wisdom within you. Your spiritual practice is the path to rediscovering this inner treasure. Start small. Choose one simple practice today. When you connect with your spirit, you connect with the source of joy. Remember Buddha, there is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. Your mind becomes clear, your body healthy, your heart full of love. Take that first step. Your spirit has been waiting. Begin today. A few minutes of silence, a walk in nature, a kind act.